Morning. We're going to do a workout today, and you need to have a chair or a counter nearby, and perhaps a pillow as well, because today is kind of squat day. So we're going to do just a step and then squats, and then a step and then squats, and then a step and then squats. So lots of squats. For those of us with knee issues, modify. You don't have to do a full squat or deep knee bend. Split squats are going to be part of it. We just haven't done them for a while. So we're going to do this for the tush and for our quads, for all that lower body. And then we'll do our weights. We'll do chest and back today. Okay, so let's warm up. Okay, so who did I flip over? I know when I flip things over. Sorry. All right, hopefully I didn't flip you too bad. Step to your right, tap your left. A little faster. All right, you just keep going side to side as I drop this down just a little bit so you see my feet. Did you want to see what my feet are doing? Okay, so we're just stepping and swinging our arms. Arms come up to your chest. So this is where we're figuring out how things are feeling, and that we remind ourselves to be mindful as to the surface that we're on, where the furniture is overhead. Being conscientious is important in fall prevention, don't you think? Okay, sweep those arms. Go ahead and turn to your right. So you're looking over your left shoulder, rock in front, rock and back. It's when we get distracted that we end up misstepping. So let's always be mindful. Hold the feet, reach out and pull back. And I'm correcting my back foot so that it's not turning outward towards you. It's going forward toward my front leg. Keep your chest lifted. All right, I'm going to do a half some stretch for my calf. Go ahead, put your hands on your hips. You're going to bend the back knee and the back heel will come up and then press it back down. Now, if it's better for you to put your arms out by the side for balance, do that. I'm going to start racking my pelvis. So see how my hands indicate that my tailbone is tucking under, my abdominal wall is pulling in. I'm going to hold that hip forward. You can bend both knees a little more as you lift up the chest. Some people even straighten the back leg. Some people even lift an arm. And release. We're going to stand on the back foot, lift the toes of the front foot. So today you have an option when we do this kneeling to either lift your knee or kick your leg. So let's make sure that hamstring is going to be ready for a big kick. Tighten your belly, roll yourself up as you face forward. Gonna swing to the left, swing to the right. Go ahead and turn yourself other side. Rock in front, rock and back. Getting in the swing of things. So I'm really glad you're sticking with this and taking care of yourself and coming to work out. Hold the feet, reach out. Because believe me, I know I was in my robe until like 11 o'clock yesterday. So I know how it can go. But then I got on with it, and boy, did I work hard in my yard. Looks really nice. Okay, static stretch. If you're driving down East Mercer Way, take a look and see. All right, put the hands on the hips. You're going to bend the back knee and then press the heel down. This may help you identify any knee issues. When we track the knees well and load it well, we prevent problems. Now go ahead and tip that hip forward. I'm going to hold the hip forward, sinking a little further down, lifting my chest up until I feel the front of that thigh. Some people straighten the back leg. Some people lift an arm of the back leg. I'm good. Stand on your back foot, lift the toes of the front foot, back up your hips, keep the chest up. Ooh. You want to feel the back of that leg. You will not feel it so much if you're rounded over. So you want to pull your shoulders back, stick out the hip. This way, sometimes I put your hands on your backside. Tighten the belly, roll yourself up. A little more for the shoulders. So if that hand can comfortably roll behind your head, I did set my watch, so I get credit for today. Okay, feet come together, heels go up and down. Stand on one foot, won't matter which one, as you circle the ankle with foot on the floor or foot in the air. I like to do my wrist. And the other side. Could do it down here, could do it up here. Side stretch. So I should let you guys know I put, like the whole month of May classes on the YouTube channel. So they're not going to be available on the Zoom because that gets filled up. So if there was a class that I did, which would have been from here, this room, okay, lift your chest that you like to do, and you just want to repeat it, it's now over on Zoom. And I should date them, but since I don't date them, maybe just go by what she's wearing. Okay, that's what I would do. Okay, so here's the deal. Let me explain the option for squats. Squats are weight on both legs as opposed to a lunge, which is weight more on one leg. And so weight on both legs, the hips go back, the chest stays lifted, and you can go here and here, not going over it, but just here and here. When you come up, squeeze your tush. If your back is feeling this, you can support it by bracing on your thighs. I just generally put my hands in front, but you can do what you want to do with them. There's going to be a time where we come off of one leg into a squat. So make sure you're not turning it into a lunge, that you always return to this. It might be a little more narrow. It might be a little wider. But keep balance on both legs. Tap your right foot, left foot. So I'm tapping my toes out to the side. So do 8 of these. 5, 6, set for squat and squat. 8, 7, 6, 5. Use your options. 4. I'm feeling my elbows touch my thighs. 2 more. Tap your left foot, tap your right foot. 4 more. Back to your squats. 8. 4 more. So instead of tapping side, tap your right foot, then your left foot forward. 8 squats. Good form. 4 more. Breathe. Now your left foot's going to tap forward, alternating left, right. 4 more. We squat for 8. And I like to go into all the planes. You got 4 more. We did side, we did front. Think about what's next. Go into the back, right leg. Squeeze your bum. All right, do the squats. Zip your zipper. 4 more. Think ahead. Going to be tapping your left foot back, then your right foot in 2. Tap back, left, right. Woo! Back to squats. All the way up, lifting the chest, squeezing your bum, drawing your belly in. Now I'm going to step to the right, tap my left foot in 8 times. Now I'm going to do squats in 4s. 4, 3. Doing my step touch to the left. 4, 3, 2, squat. 4, 3, 2, step forward, touch up. Into squats. 4 of them. And you're going to step forward with your left foot, tap your right foot in. And the squats. Hup. Hup. Next one's going back. Step back, tap your left foot. Here's your squats for 4. Track your knees. Time for your left foot. Step back, tap your right. Four squats. Watch your furniture, 2-step right, 2-step left. If you want to pop it a little for 4 more. Here's your squats, back to 8s. Four more. I'm going to scoot over because I'm going to be going to my left side with 2 steps in, 2. Go left. And make a bigger step this way. You have to learn how to use your space. 4, 3, 2. Here's the squats. There's 8 of these. Four more. And the next one's going to be 1, 2, 3. Lift your knee going back, forward and back. Start with the right. You can hop off the ground. Maybe. All right, back to squats. 8, 7, 6, 5. You doing it? 4, 3, 2. Get ready. Left foot. 1, 2, 3. Lift your knee. You do not have to travel. This can be done in place, as you well know. 8 squats. Less thinking, more doing. So after we do 4 more, we'll be going back 2, 3, then forward 2, 3. Same pattern in 2. Okay, ready, right leg, back 3. Don't run into your furniture, she said to herself. Woo. Okay, here come my squats. Good form. 4 more. Now it's time for the left leg to lead us to the back. 1, 2, 3, lift your knee. Let's go back. Hup. 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 Be tall. All right, 8 squats. 4 more. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna step to the right, tap your left foot behind, arms out. Here's your squats. 2 more. We're only doing 4s. Time to go to the left, cross your foot back. Here's your squats, only 4, because I mix and match. Step to the left, tap back. I think we did this side, didn't we? That's okay, we just did it again. Squat, 4, 3. You're gonna step on the right and cross your left foot over in front. This is what I meant to do. Oh, hello, core. 4 squats. 2 more. Stepping on your left, crossing your right foot over in front with the arms out. And squat. Woo. Okay, march or jog fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squats, it's 8 this time. Head up. 4 more. I go back to that march or jog with my left leg starting in 2. Here it is. And squats. Ooh. 4 more. We'll take a little water break. See how our knees are feeling. 2 more. All right. Be sure you're walking around as you grab your water. You have your water, right? Okay, I got my water. I hydrated. Now bring your chair over. So we're kind of warmed up. I hope you're warmed up. I have a pillow. If you're not using a chair, let me turn this down a smidge. Yeah. I have this set up in a different place so it could charge. If you're using a counter, I'll show you your options when I turn the chair around. Why would I have this pillow? Well, I can put it on the floor. Now I got to be careful I don't step on it, right? So that's so I don't drop down and bang my knee. So I have the chair to my side. It won't matter which leg because we're going to do it on one leg, I don't know, 8 times, and then the other side 8 times. So the pattern is step back. So can you see my toe is touching? And I kneel. I take a knee. Then when I come up, I step up by my other foot, and I can either lift the knee on the opposite leg or I can do a kick. Let me go back a little bit. So it's knee, up, kick, knee, up, kick. Now, what if you say, yeah, I don't want to do the knee? That's okay. Let me show you your option. And I'll show you from the back of the chair, or if you were at a counter. So instead of stepping back and dropping your knee down in a split squat, step back into a lunge, but carefully your knee doesn't scooch forward. So here, and then because there's no room here, my knee either will go out to the side or I'll let go and bring the knee up in front. So you can either do it back with a relatively bent knee or a straight leg, or you can drop onto the pillow. And let's just say you didn't need a pillow. So what if you just did this? Didn't need the chair? You could do it without a chair or a counter. So I'm giving you all the options. Gee, I felt my heart rate already. I think I'll demonstrate with the pillow first, because for some of you, I don't want you to step on the pillow. So make sure you're in front. Let me get on an angle here so you can kind of see relative. It won't matter which leg. Just stay on the same leg. So when you go back, drop one knee. When you come up, stand on that foot, then kick the other leg, or if there's no room to kick the leg, lift the knee. All right, so 8 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, lots of time. 3, 4, 5, woo, 6, 7. I don't think 8's too many. Here's your last one. Set up on the other side. For some of you, it might mean moving the chair. I'm going to demonstrate from this angle. I'll not use the pillow. Ready? You know which leg you're using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, head up, 6, 7, and 8. Now I don't want to overdo you on this first move here, so walk around if your heart rate's really going. So we're going to use the counter or the chair again. This is a curtsy. This can be problematic as both knees bend in the direction of the toes. And then the knee will come to the side. So it's not stepping up and using your other leg. It's the same leg. Now you can use this to hold on to and you won't run into the counter or the chair. Just don't lean forward. So it's yes, your majesty. And if you wanted to kick because you had the space, you could kick. We stay on the same leg for 8. If you were using side, you're going to use opposite leg from what you're holding on to. And it goes down. Okay. I'll just stay here and do this. You have your options. I think I'll be safe and move this up off the floor so I don't end up sitting on it because I'm not going to touch the knee. My curtsy will just be here. Hips go back. Bend the knees where they're comfortable. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last 2, and switch sides. So if you need to turn around, move your chair or whatever. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hips back, 7, 8, and we're going to do that one leg, first leg again. I'll turn this way. Or I'll just sit this way. You can see, right? Yeah, kind of. I'll go this way. Okay, keep your head up. First leg, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. All right, last set. Now, what if you didn't want to use anything? Why did I wait till the last one when I'm the most tired? Here we go. Other side. Curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And we're done. I'm going to suggest you walk around, maybe get some water. I don't know where these ideas come from, honestly. Okay. Standing, bracing against the counter, the seat of the chair, the back of the chair. Hamstring. Now, if you had something little, I don't know, I don't have anything that I want to demonstrate with. You can hold something in the back of your leg because you're going to keep the knee bent. And you're going to brace yourself, but also hold in the abdominal wall. I don't think you'd want to wait. You could put it right in the back of the knee, and then you never straighten the leg. But this is risky. If it falls out and lands on your toe, that's not good. So you're welcome to do it. If you had a smaller pillow, a ball is good. And this is a little more challenging because you have to push up against gravity more. And this is a little easier for a countertop, but you're still leaning. Standing knee is bent and it's going to be yelling at you, I'll just say. Okay, everybody figured out what they're going to do? If you're putting a prop behind your knee, put it there, both knees bent, pick up the back leg, kind of freeze it in that position. I'm not even counting, I'm just doing. Chin up. Let's do 8 more. 4 more. And go right to a hamstring stretch. So if you have something there, take it out, put the toe up in front and back up your hips because that feels good. All right, other side. You may or may not need to move your chair. You may or may not put something behind your knee. I'll do it low. Okay, both knees are bent. Other leg goes up, it freezes. And then you push that foot up. Do not let your leg straighten, especially if you have something behind the knee. What are you pushing with? Your hip extensor. This has nothing to do with the knee. Moving from our hip joint. Keep your standing knee a little bit, regardless of what you're leaning on. 8 more. And rest. Remove anything that you may have. Okay, going to the outside of the hip. Now I'm going to use tubing for this. If you don't have tubing, you're going to stand and hold on and just do this until I tell you to switch. If you have tubing, you're going to stand on it. You come over here. I do hold the handles. And irregardless of how tense your bands are, you can make them more or less depending on how you're feeling. So standing on the tubing and then keeping it there. Make sure your tubing isn't starting to break. I've crossed the handles. And then when I stand up, I know that's a little more secure. If this is the easiest. If you need a little more, or if you need a little more. So we're just going to do one leg to kind of mimic those that might be standing without tubing. So the leg goes out, or if you're not using band, it goes up. We all have our toes forward, whether you have resistance or don't. And when we get to the next part, the people without the tubing is just going to hold the leg up and pulse it up. Those of us with tubing will do this move, but we'll do it faster. Here we go. Hold the leg up or hold that leg up and just keep lifting it. Pulse it up. And 4, 3, 2, everybody gets to rest. Those of you who might not be using any bands, go to the other side, turn yourself around. Belly in, chest up, same thing, other side. So if you don't have bands, you're lifting and lowering the leg. Generally, it doesn't go that high. Try not to tip over. And then if you don't have the band, you're going to hold that leg up and pulse it in an upward motion directly to the side. While those of us with the tubing will just do this, but go faster. Let's go. Eight more. Four more. And rest, release. So I think I was remiss in not giving you a hamstring stretch when we did this. So if you remember which leg that was, might want to do this. But if not, you're going to do this. Ooh. You can sit down if you want, and then I'll do the other leg. Ooh. All right, I'm going to leave my legs alone. I'll leave my chair here, park it against my couch. So these are one push-up. You can do the wall. And depending on whether you're at the chair, the floor, or the wall, will dictate whether your feet walk in and out or if your arms walk in and out. So if I'm at the chair, it'll be or the wall, I'll be rounding myself down, pulling in my belly until I get my hands either on the wall or on the chair properly. And then I walk my feet back and I do one push-up, and then I walk my feet forward, and then I reverse that, rolling up ever so slowly, rolling until I feel I'm articulating the spine. If you ever feel dizzy, sit down before you fall down. Let me show you at the wall. Let's just pretend the wall's this way, but I'm rolling down. I put my hands low at the wall, walk my feet back, do my push-up, walk my feet up, lower my arms, roll myself up. There might be some of you who want to do it on the floor. I'll see if I can show you. This one, your hands are going to move. So I roll myself down. I walk my hands out. I do my push-up. I walk my hands back. And then I roll up, and I'm coming from way down, so I really have to monitor my blood pressure. So that you can see, I'll probably do the chair. Now, the push-ups can be done with the elbows out. I just think that's a lot for shoulders. So I'm going to suggest you keep your elbows in and shoulders down. So rather than this with your bum up, you take your bum down, you bring your elbows in by your side, giving a little stability to those shoulders. But you could do it either way you want. So we're going to try for 8. Rolling up, rolling down. Okay, belly is in, chest up. Roll yourself down. Place your hands on the wall, the chair, or the floor. Either walk your hands forward on the floor or walk your feet back on the wall or the chair. Do that one push-up. Walk your feet or hands back. And squeeze the imaginary pillow between the legs as you roll yourself up. That's one. And roll yourself down. Walk your feet back. Do that one push-up. Walk your feet forward. Roll yourself up. That's 2. Roll yourself down. Walk your feet back or hands out. Do your push-up. Walk your hands or feet back or forward. Roll yourself up. I think that's 3. Roll yourself down. Hands out. Feet or arms back. Push up. Walk your feet forward. Roll yourself up. I believe that's 4. I'm just demonstrating different ways. Down we go. We're at number 5. Walk yourself. If you're on the floor, yes, you can put your knees down if you'd rather. You do the one push-up, your knees come back up, and walk yourself back. Roll yourself up. Is that 6? 7, I'm down. Back you go. Do your push-up. Bringing yourself together. Rolling myself up, that's 6. 2 more. Rolling yourself down. Stepping or walking your hands forward. Do that push-up. Walk or one way or another up. Mindfully roll your up. This probably is the last one, you think? Roll yourself down. Walk your hands or feet where they need to go. Do your push-up. Walk back. And mindfully roll yourself up. Maybe time for some water, eh? Let me get a sip. All right, grab light weights. I took my can of beans upstairs. I ate them and they have not returned, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna do upper body. We're gonna do it without the weights first, but I have them here ready to go. If you wanna put that pillow between your legs, bringing a little support to your back, you're welcome to. Here's the pattern as I swing a little to the side so you could better see. So if you had a pillow either between the knees or maybe on your thighs and the arms go forward, the back of the palms are facing away from you and you're gonna pull the elbows up and then dive them down. So it's this motion that you're leaning forward with support. What did I do with the pillow? I guess it's here. So here's how pillows can be helpful to you. You can have them between the legs because when you squeeze the inner thighs, it gives a little extra support to the back. If you squeeze your legs together, put the pillow on top, now you have extra support. Yeah. So we'll do a set with the palms facing, then we're going to turn the palms forward and do a second set. Now you don't want to be looking up like I'm looking up at you. You want to be looking outward on the floor. You also don't want to be looking down. So many instructions. If when you have your weights, you decide, I really don't want to use the weights, set them down carefully and keep moving. So we'll do a set of 8, palms back. I'll say flip. You'll do a set of 8, palms forward. Then mindfully bring yourself up and we'll take a rest. That's the plan, Stan. Is Stan here today? All right, so belly is in, chest is up, and you hinge forward, squeezing those legs, perhaps using a pillow. Back of the hands forward, and we pull up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. One more. Now turn the palms forward. We'll do 8 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring yourself up and we'll pause. So you notice a little bit of work in those upper traps. All right, you can keep the pillow between your legs, or you can just take it off your lap if you want. Asymmetrical frontal and lateral raises could be problematic. So I'm going to just hold these weights, cradling them on my thigh to demonstrate without the weights. So the frontal is palm down, one arm, other arm, and lateral raise. Tradition says palm down. However, as I have instructed, palms up, thumbs up is a little gentler on shoulders. If a straight arm with a weight in your hand doesn't feel right to you, bend the elbow and do it this. Even going forward, you can bend the elbow, bend the elbow, bend the elbow, bend the elbow. I'm going to try and do straight, 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 straight. Okay? Aerobics makes your nose run. It's so great. Sit up nice and tall, belly in, with or without weights. So it's right arm, left arm, left arm frontal raise. Lateral raise, right arm, left arm. Repeat, forward, side, forward, side, forward. A lot of work out of our core. Are you squeezing that pillow between your legs or squeezing your legs together, adducting? Well, I feel my core working. This is my core work. Bonus for shoulders. Okay, one more time around. Then I'm going to repeat this after I rest or give you the option to do both arms simultaneously. Let's rest. Ooh, when I put my weights here, my back says thank you. Yeah. So the option will be frontal raise, lateral raise. If you're doing the other one, it's going to be a little faster pace. And I'll call that out to you because one arm might be better. I'm going to try two. Okay, everybody sit up nice and tall, palms back, right arm, left arm, or both arms up. Side, right arm, left arm. Again, forward, right arm, left arm. Side, right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Last one, right arm, left arm. Side. And rest. Okay, so we just did a whole series, right arm, left arm. You know me, I want to start with the left arm. We'll only do one set. You can do the singles because you might be a little pooped and that might be the smarter option, or you can do the two hands. Zipper your zipper up tall, back of the palms forward. Here we go. Left arm, right arm. Side, left arm, right arm. And again, left arm, right arm. Side, left arm, right arm. Forward, here's what I was saying. And side. Just go slower if you're doing two. A couple more. Frontward. Side. Last one, left arm, right arm. Yep, and I feel the work. Thank you very much. Okay, keep your weights. Rest them on your thighs. I'm going to move this pillow away. So attractive. All right, here's my wrist. As you know, I'm working on my bone density for my forearm. So it's this. Is curling the wrist, not doing the bicep. That will come second. And then I turn my palms in and I go the opposite way. So the first one is curling in. The second one is flexing back. All right, sit up nice and tall. You can stand if you'd rather. Elbows straight and curl at the wrist. Things are clicking in my wrist. That's okay, isn't it? Okay, flip your weights and go the other way. This is my motorcycle. So we don't over fatigue. Okay, flip the palms forward. We'll do a second set of 8. Don't use the elbows, just the wrist. Breathe. Are you sitting or standing tall? Flip those weights and let's finish 8 more. So I'm going to do the bicep tricep combo. And I normally do it from the chair, but I'm going to do another squat. So the squat is one that we've done before. Let's get this chair back. And you can do it in the chair. Just imagine if you're sitting in the chair, you lean forward and then you sit up tall. So the bicep curl with a hammerhead grip, hinging, and what's that? A squat. Straightening and up. Now, if you say, no more squats for me, you sit in the chair and you do exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gives a little bit of core as well. So if you want to throw that pillow back between your knees, you should. Okay, up nice and tall. Hammerhead is this grip, recall? Palms up a little bit more, whatever suits your wrist. Okay, we'll go slowly, bending, hinging, straightening, stand up straight. I'm going heavier. Bend your elbows, hinge forward. Couple more in this nice slow. Set your form pace. Now, what if I wanted to go a little deeper? I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'm going faster. Hit it. Keep your chin up. 4 sets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest. All right, everybody take a seat. All right, 2 things happen. I'm going to lift one leg. If you feel better, lean into the back of the chair. And you're going to have the opposite arm push back. And don't hit your chair. You may need to scooch over to the side. So here's what it looks like. Now that's the seated version. There is a standing version where you let go of one of your weights. So the arm goes back, posterior deltoid. Get away from the chair or the counter. So this leg lift is not just la-di-da. It's an effort. 2 sets of 8. Go. 8 more. Ooh. And rest. If you're seated, put the weight in the other hand, rest the leg. Make sure you're not going to hit the chair. If you're at the other side, go. Second set of 8. And rest. Okay, I'm going to set the weights away. And I'm going to grab my flexible band or tubing. Maybe I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll do this one. Okay, sitting or standing. Range of motion through our shoulders, and we'll stand, do range of motion through our hips. I have a stretchy band. If you don't have a stretchy band, this is what you're going to do with your arms. And then you're going to come from behind. I'm not going to use the chair because I'm likely to run into the back of the chair. So there it goes away. If you're not using a band, you could use the chair. Where do you hold here? I don't know. I'm going to say you probably should hold a little wider than your hips. This is a nice thing. Be careful if you have shoulder injuries. When I have people hold this, they sometimes go all little funny ways. So you do not have to hold anything. You can just work with your range of motion. I've got a nice broad stance, belly in, arms are straight, tension on my band, goes up, over the top. Ooh, that feels good. Coming from behind is usually the problem side. Now that seemed easy to me, so I'm going to choke up and move my hands inward a little bit more. I'm going slow. There is no speed needed. No speed racer. You can feel how the head of the humerus bone is rotating around in its socket at the shoulder, up and around. And okay, because we do need a range of motion with our arms. Okay, now I'm gonna put that off to the side. Bring my chair back up. Counters are fine. So this is me moving my hip. Yeah, so it's gonna go outward a few times. Or no, I'll go outward and bring it down, and then I'll go backwards, just like I did with my arms. So standing on the leg closest to whatever you're supporting yourself with, you're gonna bring the knee up, leg goes around, goes back, and then set the foot down. Then push the leg back, bring it around. I think coming from behind is the harder one. Do you have any dancers in your family? This is a variation on what's called in ballet a rond de jambe. It's not done with the bent knee. They do a circle of the leg. And oh my gosh, now the way dancers can move their bodies, the leg goes back straight, goes all the way up and around and in front. But I'm not that person anymore. I don't know that I was ever that person, to be honest. I gave it a try. Okay, one more each way. Turn the knee down. And why am I going this slow? Well, it takes a little more effort, but also I can stop before I get in trouble. Turn yourself around. And by trouble, I mean if something doesn't feel right. You know, if it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, don't do it. All right, other side, holding on to the side that you're standing on, bringing the knee forward, opening it to the side, going behind you, and putting the foot down, pushing the leg back. What if I did a straight leg? I don't know. That would be the limit of my rond de jambe. So, you know, you guys get this authentic person who was once called Miss Karen. When I taught dance to the little kids back in Orange County and in LA County, I wanted them to know what the ballet terms meant. I wanted them to know what French words were. So rond de jambe, circle the leg at the hip joint. And I used to laugh at them because we would do a move called port-de-bras. Have you ever heard that? Port-de-bras, port-de-bras. Movement of the arms. And I said, isn't that silly calling an arm a bra? Okay, one more over and one more back. And you should feel that work. Okay, I think I neglected to stretch our hips on Tuesday, so I'm going to apologize. Okay, I'm going to get down on the seat of the chair. You're welcome to use the back of the chair or a counter. Palms, knuckles would work too. Depending on your size, you may need to bend the knees a little. So this tucking your tailbone under, pulling your belly button up. It's an upside down sit up. You don't have to drop the head, though you could. And then when you stick up your tailbone and lift your chest, go the opposite way. Again, move slowly, mindfully. And even if you didn't really round, what if you just tighten that abdominal wall? That would be great. If maybe your spine is a little cranky today, mine is, and then you can extend into an arch, tighten. So just let that abdominal wall, really it does this, let the muscles snug in. And maybe use your breath as you blow and tighten the abdominal wall, maybe curving the back, and then releasing it. And one more time. And bring yourself up. Okay, let's go to a calf stretch, and then we're going to go to a hip flexor stretch, standing through the quads, because we did some quad stuff today. I'll give you two options. Oh, I guess we're out of music. Switch legs, other heel back. This is going to start up again, so I will go, no, stop. There we go. So you did both? All right, if you're going to stand and you want to, and you can, grab ankle, heel to bum, and then stand up straight with your knees side by side. If that one doesn't work, sit at the side of the chair. Be careful as this leg goes around that the toe is down, that the knee is not veering out, again, as we talked about alignment today. And then you move that foot back. And then as that leg is dropped down, so it doesn't pinch or compress anything, and then you lean back, and you should feel this. So here or here, whatever you could do. Pretend you're doing yoga. And breathe. All right, careful as you go to the other side. I wouldn't be opposed to, like, I could do this on one side, but I can't do it on the other side. Standing nice and tall, knees are side by side or slightly back. Sitting in the chair, you could do this. Oof. I do feel my quads. And we'll finish with a hamstring stretch. You can sit, you can stand. Be careful if you're standing with your foot elevated on something so the leg is straight. Let's put the hands behind as you lean forward. If you're seated, I'd prefer if you're standing to not put the hands behind. I'm not there to tell you no, but you want to keep that leg straight. That feels good. And come up, let's do the other leg. So again, if you're sitting in the chair, you've got the other leg out, lift up nice and tall. If you're seated, you can bind the hands behind. That assures me a nice hinge at the hip. If you're standing, you might think, well, I could do that too, but then you've lost your stability, and I'd rather you be safe than sorry. I don't know who said that, but I grew up with that term. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so stand yourself up and let's do a little hula. Things feel pretty good, yeah? And then go the other way. And then as you take a nice breath, so let's remind ourselves about good posture. Whether we're standing or sitting, the chest is up, the shoulders are not artificially back, they're also not rounding forward. They should be hanging off your shoulder right down by your side. So if you find when you're talking to someone that your hands are in front of your legs, stand up straight. According to my father. So with that said, let's take a nice breath. And blow at me and I blow at you. And one more time, all the way up. And nice to see you all here today. I'm happy to be here today. I applaud your effort. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. In fact, we got some warm days coming ahead. So I hope you get out and enjoy them. And I will hope to see you next Tuesday as well. Bye, you guys.